We'll go right in the front with Shane on your right.
Coach Shane Young of Forbes. You forced them into a lot of tough looks at the rim in Game 4. I'm just curious what you thought of the helper situations and just your help principles in general.
Yeah, I thought they were really good in Game 4. That helped us get to Game 5, but just understand we can't have 3 on the ball. They're too good of being able to make that pass, and they're the best team at shooting the 3. So there's some things that we can clean up, and that we're going to have to be better here in Game 5 if we want to win.
Again, we have the microphones around the room, so please raise your hand. We'll take questions. Over here, Sam, on 4th row.
Hello, sir.
Oh, wow.
Good to see you again.
Good afternoon.
I saw a clip the other day of Ty Lue talking about the Cavs' 3-1 recovery against the Warriors a few years back. And on the one hand, it seems cliche when you tell your team one game at a time, but he drilled that in. Like, I do not want you thinking about anything past this game. I imagine there's some version of that for you guys right now, but how are you handling the mental focus to not look at the bigger picture?
Yeah, I think I think what helps is we were in that situation last game, and so not to change or deviate from what we talked about in Game 4 is just take each possession, one possession at a time, and hopefully we can put ourselves up winning each quarter, and we ended up doing that. Same thing that we're talking about today and tomorrow is we can only focus on Game 5 and trying to find a way to win here in Boston.
Any other questions? Over here on the 4th row.
Jeff Zilgett, USA Today.
Hey, Jeff.
Jason, how you doing? It seems like you got a little closer in Game 2 than Game 3, and you finally pulled off in Game 4. I was wondering sort of in real time what you're seeing about the progression of your team and learning in the moment what's required to win in the finals.
Yeah, it's hard to win in the finals. And so I think, as you brought up, each game we've gotten better on both ends, offensively and defensively. And so if the trend is to continue to get better, hopefully we can do that in Game 5, where we can get better defensively and offensively. We start to knock down shots here in Game 4, and hopefully we can get those same shots in Game 5 and have the opportunity to knock them down. But looking at Luka and Kai, those two have to set the tone for us, and everybody else will follow.
Tim, here on your left.
And you mentioned Kyrie setting the tone. Obviously unique circumstances for him. Struggled in the first couple games here in Boston. Having been through those first couple games, how do you think that might benefit him coming back for another crack at it here in Boston?
Yeah, I think, and I'm not speaking for him, but just from experience, you just, as an athlete, you want to get another opportunity, and he has that opportunity here tomorrow night, and hopefully he can take full advantage of that, make some adjustments that he can, look back at Game 1 and 2 and see what they were doing to him defensively, and hopefully take advantage in Game 5.
On your right, Joe.
Joe Varden, The Athletic. After Game 4, in your post-game comments, you mentioned that Luka needs to be ready tomorrow to be put back into pick-and-roll situations. Did you guys do something in Game 4 to, I guess, protect him from that? Because it didn't seem like he was run through the ringer like he had been in those first 3 games.
Our defense didn't really change. I think just the effort. I think Luka participated at a high level, and he was really good on the ball. Came up with some deflections and steals, and we believe that he's going to be involved in the pick and roll tomorrow. And so we're going to need that same effort from him, but also for the guys that are there to help protect him. They'll be ready to protect him, but he's got to participate at a high level, and we believe he will.
Mike, here on your left.
Mike Curtis, Dallas Morning News. You mentioned three-point shooting and just the fact that shots went down in Game 4. I know the game was already decided in the fourth quarter, but Tim Hardaway making 5 threes in that span. Did you see anything that kind of I guess you can lean on for Game 5?
Yeah, he looked like he joined a special company. He looked like Ray and Steph, and so we're gonna need that, here in Game 5. If if it's a close game, hopefully he's able to knock down those same shots, get those same shots. But it was great to see Timmy, knock down those shots, and hopefully he can build on that. But as a team, we can build on that, and we're going to need that here in Game 5.
Last two here on the left, and then Brad.
Jason, Al said after Game 4 that they didn't really have to make adjustments, the Celtics, after the first 3 games, and now they're going to have to go back, see what they need to change. So what changes are you anticipating from them?
They're not a team that changes. They're a team that makes you change, and so they're going to probably look to see that they had some good looks from 3 that didn't go down, and also, being able to probably, get Tatum and Brown going early. Having those two attack, our defense early is probably something that could be an adjustment. But for them, it's, shooting the 3, creating the 3, and then capitalizing on your mistakes. And hopefully, for us, our mistakes were low in Game 4, and hopefully they're low in Game 5.
Brad, final question.
Nico was noting a couple of days ago that 4 of your top 8 guys really have not been in long playoff runs before, in some very little playoff. All of y'all's best games in each series have been Game 5s, and I was just wondering is there something to that, or players kind of getting adjusted to the opponent and the level of competition as series get older?
Yeah, I think there's probably something to that. If we look at the analytics of our group, they're young, and as the series goes on, they get better. And so hopefully that's true tomorrow night. Sometimes when you do play an opponent, and over and over, you get used to the tendencies, and you start to, capitalize on that on both ends, defensively and offensively. And so hopefully our group has seen enough of Boston to understand what they're good at, and hopefully we can take that away tomorrow night.